Hey guys, it's Josh here, and welcome to a brand new figure review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Shipwreck, and by today I mean night. It is currently nighttime by me. This will be uploaded in the morning, so who knows when everyone will get to see this. But I will say, tonight is a very exciting night for me because not only did this awesome figure came, but my Hawkeye figure came as well. The Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle, the new Marvel Legends from the Avengers Anniversary. So that review will be uploaded around the same time this one is going to be uploaded. It might be a day off, I haven't decided yet, but regardless, tonight is going to be a super fun night because I'm getting two awesome figures and I am getting to open both of them on the same night. They were planned differently at first. So here we can see on the back what accessories he comes with. We can see he stands at about 6.3 inches. This is really cool, this whole measurement thing. And we can see some other shots of him, which I also think is cool. So he is out of the box, and let's take a look. Here is how he is packaged, and all I can say is I know we're going back to the standard window packaging, but until then, like, this should have been every figure. First thing I will say is I know it is a render, but I think he looks significantly different. I think his torso looks a little less wide. I think his face sculpt is a lot better on the box than it is on the figure. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad, but I just think that's a downside to renders, and that's why I'm very much looking forward to going back to windowed boxes. So we are going to untie this back here, which I didn't want to have to show you guys, but I don't know where I put my scissors. And it looks like I almost have it. And boom, we have Shipwreck's torso untied. Feel free to skip ahead right now. Don't feel the need to sit through and watch this. But I should be able to get the rest of him out. And his head fell off. His hat, not his... I mean, kind of both in a way. I guess you guys will see. So there we go. We have him out. Kind of a rough removal. I'm sure I could have been a bit more gentle. So as you can see, his head fell off. So this is a great first out-of-the-box look at Dr. Eggman from the Sonic games. Only joking. Eggman has a way better mustache. So let's pop this head on, and here is his primary head sculpt. And the first thing I can say is out of the cardboard box now, like out of this little thing, he does look a bit better. I don't know if it's just the lighting, but I'm already more impressed right now than I was seeing him still tied up. I will say I like the washed out effect on the jeans. I do like this belt. I wish it would kind of stay lower so you could see his belt buckle better, but I don't think that'll be an issue, especially once I holster some stuff. The shirt is really glossy. I don't know how I like that. He even has like chest hair though, that's cool. Like I said, the face sculpt is not that bad. It just doesn't look as great as the render. I think my big thing is, even when you put the render in the lighting, it's definitely... He has some darker hair tones in the render, but I also think that this is more accurate probably to Shipwreck's actual look. So we're going to spin him around, and you can see some tattoos on his arms. You can see his patches on his shirt. You can see it's not like that on both sides, but they didn't entirely paint the arm joint here, which kind of stinks. Because now if I do a pose like this, if I do a pose like this, it's... I can't really get it, but if I do a pose like this, it's one thing. But if I do a pose like this, you can kind of see that fleshy paint color. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see right there. But I don't think that's too big of an issue. Unless I'm confusing myself, not a lot of figures have like this weird articulation thing. So maybe that's just like a experimenting thing. But then again, I don't have every figure. So here's the box's accessories come in, and I love that the Classified series has been doing this. So we're going to pop this open. I always try to be careful with it, but like, for just a simple cardboard box, it's a pain in the tush to get open. Okay. And then he has this little baggie in here. And we'll open this up and get into his accessories, because to be honest, I do love the figure. I was most excited for the accessories. And reason Shipwreck is such a big figure to me is when I started getting into G.I. Joe, my first classified was Cobra Commander, but Shipwreck was my first Funko Pop. I saw him at GameStop, and I was like, this dude just looks so freaking cool, like, for no reason. So I had to grab him. So, first things first, we have this grappling hook. And I believe this is to be attached right here to hook onto his clothes. And I also believe I can actually just hook it onto the end of the rope, which I didn't even realize had a hook. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. So first things first, let's actually try and get the rope on as well as we can. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pop off his head is the way I'm going to do it. We are going to go over the top with the knot. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe we're going to go through the feet. No, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't really know what I'm going to do here. Like, I actually can't really think of a lot of other... Well, no, it's above that arm, so I just have to go like this. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to drop this to his sides now, and we are going to place his head back on his neck, because it would be cruel of me to leave him without a head. So now it looks like I can just hook the grappling hook as well onto here, and I totally think I should have done this at a different angle, but this does not look horrible at all. It looks pretty cool. His head was messed up, but now it looks pretty cool. He also has this alternate hairpiece, so once again we're going to sever, his... This looks so weird, I'm sorry. Like, I love this. I love that you can do this, but it's such a weird look. But you could put his full head of hair on. And probably the weirdest thing I'll ever say in these videos is he's a handsome fella. I'm not gonna lie. He is a handsome dude. I'm a little jealous. So here we have his parrot. His parrot has a peg leg. I did not know that. Like I said, I'm not like a shipwreck expert. Oh, the peg leg goes straight into the arm. I knew he was going to sit on the arm, but I was thinking all day about, like, how they actually did that. Because, like, they have a Herald of Galactus Thor figure that has a crow, and you can't really stand him on well. But now I'm going to go double-check that figure and see if there's, like, a spot I missed. So I don't actually know if his parrot has a peg leg in real life, or if this is just... Or G.I. Joe real life. Or if this is just like that. I don't know if you guys saw that, too. This articulation right here seems to be a little weak, depending on how you pose him. But yeah, we got his parrot on him like that, and then he comes with not one, but two pistols. So here, I'll show you guys. It's kind of like a very well, like, designed. It's like an engraved, fancy, more modernized handheld pistol, or a handgun, I guess would be the right word to say. So you can see that in hand, and that's a pretty cool look. And then this goes in the holster on his side. And then you can also see this awesome, like, old-fashioned gun. Now, I know Shipwreck is Navy. I don't know if, like, maybe this is still a thing used in the Navy, and I just don't know about that. But regardless, this is an awesome little gun, and I prefer this to the other one just because, like, I mean, every G.I. Joe comes with, like, a handgun and stuff. No one comes with a handgun like this, though. So we could set him up with that. And there's also a holster on the side for that. Not sure that I will use it. And I will say one thing, and this is in regards to Legends. Legends, especially as of lately, let's flip his parrot around real quick, have not been coming with extra hands. And Shipwreck right here, he does not come with any extra hands. He only has these hands that he has on currently. But he completely makes up for it with the quality of the figure and the accessories. And I'm a huge Legends fan. I will defend Legends for a lot of things I shouldn't defend them for. But, like, the G.I. Joe team never fails to knock it out of the park with these figures. And I just think if you're going to limit the hands, I think it would be cool to have, like, fists. But if you're going to limit the hands, give the customer some stuff to at least use with the current hands. Like, if you're going to have two sets of hands, have one thing maybe to interact with it each, or two things for one. But, like, look at this. Like, he's got, like, two pistols, he's got the grappling hook, and not all of it interacts with his hands, but he has so many accessories. And that neck peg just came out. Oh, crud. I'm going to pull this off the camera and attempt to fix this. Oh, shoot. This is not going great. In the meantime, please enjoy looking at this box, which will be the figure that is reviewed in my next video. And I lost the head. Okay. We're going to try and... Okay. It's really hard to keep the peg still. Yes! Okay. He's super loose now, though. No, he's not bad. Okay, he is fixed. So, Shipwreck, you may re-enter the playing field. And Hawkeye, you can use your Sky Cycle to get on out of there. That scared me, I'm not going to lie. I was really worried about that. It's a little weird now, but I don't think it's any, like, weirder than before. I just think... no, to be honest, I'm being overly paranoid now because of that. So to break down in more detail, you can see the legs can swivel. He has double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. For the head articulation, I'm not gonna show it again because now I'm terrified his head's gonna come off. But other than the double jointed elbows, the wrists seem to have a joint, but they don't really move much. The arms have this swivel too, which now the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, there has to be another figure I have with that. I guess I just have to look through my collection and see. And then, I mean, standard ab crunch. Like I said, the only thing I don't really like is how glossy the top is because it's not on the sleeves. If that was the full style, that's one thing, but it's really just the torso part. And then the sleeves are like a matte or a matty, I don't know how to say it. And then the front is like glossy. But yeah, I mean, the head sculpt completely grew on me since I've taken this out of the package. I really think he looks awesome with and without the hat, so even with this alternate hair sculpt. And I'm thinking of what I could use this head sculpt for, because like I said, this is a cool, like he's a really cool looking, oh, I thought I saw something. He's an intimidating looking dude, so he would be cool for some other customs. I don't know exactly who, but definitely gonna see if I can, not even use him as a custom, but just maybe swap his head into some other figures. So we're going to jump into the final thing I want to take a look at, and that is his size comparison. So we're going to throw him up next to Duke, mainly. And Shipwreck isn't standing up straight, but you can see he's a little taller than Duke, but I also think that's credit to the hair. I would say you could switch out the hair and he wouldn't be a little bit taller, but that won't work because he also has a hat. So he's like really, he's not too tall at all. He's really well in scale. He is super cool. I'll also throw him up next to U.S. Agent, just because I'm using him for a size comparison in my review of Hawkeye. So be sure, if this video is up, Hawkeye should be up, so be sure to check. And if it's not, and if you're seeing this like after it's been uploaded for like 12 hours, definitely check in case there's an issue with an upload. But these should both be up at the same time, so be sure to go check out that video too. So overall, he's great. I mean, I didn't expect any less from the G.I. Joe team. They always knock it out of the park. This head's always going to be a little, it's not loose, like it won't move if I like do this, but it's loose, like when I go to move it, it moves a little bit more than I thought. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think that'll settle back in eventually. So other than like the unpainted arm swivel right there, I really have, oh, and the gloss shirt, I have no issues with this figure. I would say it is, I don't want to say 10 out of 10 because I don't want to give it like too much, but I don't really have any like issues that make me think it's a bad figure. It's a couple of design flaws, but I don't, and I also think this might be quality control because like you can see on this side it's painted really well, and on this side it's not. So like in terms of like the figure build, my only issue really is the glossy shirt, but that's not enough for me to like downvote this because he's an awesome figure, and I honestly will, if I can't say 10 out of 10, if I'm not confident, I'll say 9.5 out of 10. I think he's an awesome figure. I think the alternate hair piece is awesome, and they should do that for other characters, especially some of the legends. I think the rope and the grapple is awesome. I also think both pistols are awesome, but especially this bad boy. And I mean, come on, the dude has a freaking parrot that can sit on his arm, and that is so secure in the way he does it that he can sit on his arm if his arm is upside down and he won't come off. So yeah, overall, I'm going to say this figure is an easy 9.5 out of 10. I could not recommend it enough, and I will always tell people this, even if you're not too into G.I. Joe, these figures are so worth it. I mean, they're such cool figures. If you're into figures, but maybe not into G.I. Joe, get them and use them as like customs, use them as military guys that are just generic, because these are genuinely the best made figures on the market within that like $20 to $30 price range, and I don't even think it's a competition. I only hope that, like I said, I love Legends even as they are, but I can only hope that one day they're going to step up their game and be on the same level that the classified team is with their stuff. So anyways, one final little shot here of all of his accessories, and like I said, this figure is awesome. I cannot recommend him enough, and I totally would recommend him to everybody. So thank you guys for watching. As I said, this will be up around the same time as my Hawkeye video. I am going to revise my previous statement and say if this video is up and Hawkeye is not, check back within like an hour, and Hawkeye should be for sure. I'm going to try to get them both uploaded before I head to work tomorrow. I will also say, I know I say this every video, but I'm not going to stop saying it ever. Thank you guys for any and all the support. Even if you don't hear me saying this because you left the video, I appreciate you if you watched it for 1 second, for 2 seconds. I appreciate anyone that saw the videos and thought, hey, like, I'm going to click on this, because any and all support is awesome, and I love that there's people enjoying my videos that aren't just my close friends that I advertise my videos to frequently. So, like I said, thank you guys for any and all support. Here's one little shot at the awesome figure that is Shipwreck, and here's one more look at the box. So thank you guys for all the support. As I said, thank you for any and all the views. Again, can't recommend this guy enough. Make sure to check up soon for my Hawkeye review as well. Thanks, and stay tuned for more videos.